I'm just going to go now. Okay, watch me. Do you see? Do you see my pixels popping out? Do you see my pixels popping out here? So this is how to start shading. When you want to start shading, remember, don't scatter the color. I see a lot of artists, once they shade here, they have come down, they are jumping from here, they are jumping here. No, gather your colors together. That is how you build up color. Gather your colors what together. Do you understand what I mean by gather your colors together? Gather your colors together, because if you continue scattering your color, you're going to be having poor pigment what retention. So try and gather your colors together. Okay, see, this is what I mean by gathering your colors together. Okay, so let me start the shading now. You see, scratch, scratch, scratch. That is how to shade. Scratch, scratch. So instead of shading here and you're jumping here, you're shading like this. You see, you're scattering the colors. This is you scattering colors. I see some people shade like this. This is you scattering colors. Rather, what you should do is, once you start from here like this, make sure your next stroke will be together with this one. You add it close to it, so that you can start building up the color. Do you see? I'm building up the color by joining the strokes together. I'm building up the color by joining the words strokes together. Do not scatter your color. Watch me build up this color right now. Do you understand? So I'm just going to go ahead and build up the color. Do you see? Let's assume you got to the end. You go back again. This is the second one now. I'm going back again, adding more color. Do you see? When you get to this place, you go back again, you add more color. I'm adding more color now. This is what? The third time. Then you go back again, you add more color. This is what? The fourth time. So let's just add one more of the back and forth adding of colors. You see, this is the fourth time. You see, I'm okay with this color shading right now. So I want to move down to continue. Do you understand? So now, instead of me to start from this place I stopped, as you can see, this is where I stopped here. You see, instead of me to start from this place I stopped, I'm not going to start from this place. I'm going to start shading from here. You know why? This is called overlapping. I'm going to overlap 50% of what I've shaded before. As you can see, this is 50% of what I have shaded. I'm going to overlap from here like this. So this is what we call overlapping. Instead of continuing from here, because if I continue from here, I'm going to have patch in this place. You understand? I'm going to have patch in this place. What I mean by patch is uneven colors. You understand? So instead of me to continue from this place, I'm going to overlap. This is called overlapping. I'm going to overlap 50% of what I've done before. So I'm going to start from here and continue shading. Watch me overlap. You see?
Mhm.
You see? This is me overlapping, so that I won't have any patch on my hued work. Do you see? I'll go back again. The second time, I'll go back again. The third time, I'll go back again. The fourth time, and for the last time, I'll go back again to shade. Do you see? I overlapped 50% of the color. Do you understand? So this is how to shade, and this is how to what? Overlap. So now I'm going to overlap again and come down. Because if I don't overlap, you see that middle where I stopped and where I'm starting from, I'm going to have patch there. The lips will not be even. So I don't know if anyone is seeing this, but I have pixels popping out because my needle length is long enough to pop it out, and I'm stretching out the strokes. If you can see, I'm stretching out the strokes. As you can see, I'm stretching out what? The strokes. Please let me have that oil. Let me have the oil over there. So always look out for the pixels. If the pixels are not popping, that means your needle needs to be reset. I mean your cartridge needs to be reset. You have to reset your machine. Just twist it and keep testing it until you get your pixels popping out. So as you can see, I have the tiniest pixels popping out. So pixels are the color deposits. If you're shading and you're not seeing pixels, just know you're only painting and the work is not going to heal beautifully. So I'm just going to clean this so we can see what we shaded. So do you see? See how even it is? See how even it is? So by the time you finish this first pass, this is just a first pass and I don't have any patch on it, as you can see. Then you go over it what? Again for the second pass. You come again. Remember, don't forget, I cannot stretch on latest because it's a latest, it's already stretched, it's already flat. But on human skin, when you're working on human skin, you're going to stretch it so it can be flat like this for your ink to deposit. If you don't stretch it, what you're going to be having is you're going to have something like this, like a squeezed lips, you understand? But with the help of your stretch, it will be flat like this so your pigment can enter properly. So when you are shading the lips, this hand you use it to stretch it backward, you use this hand to stretch this one backward, you understand? Then you shade. Do you get it? So I will show you that on our model practice. So but for now, let's work on the latest. I just needed you to see how much stretching you need to really get the pigment into the skin. You really need to stretch, because if you don't stretch, you're just shading on top of the skin. The pigment is not really entering, so you have to stretch it out so that the pigment can really be deposited in. So stretching is really important. stretching is really important. I can't stretch here because this is a fake skin and again it's already stretched, but on the main skin you need to stretch to have a very flat canvas. So this is me going in for the second pass. Again, I'm packing the colors together. I am what? Packing the colors together. Do not scatter your colors so that you can have a build up instantly and quickly. Do not scatter what? Your colors. At the same time, do not shade a particular place for so long. What I mean by do not shade a particular place for so long is this. Do not do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. No, no, sis. Don't do this. Because if you do this, you see that place you shaded for that long, it's going to fucking bleed. Sorry for my language. It's going to bleed. Okay? Don't shade a particular spot for so long. Don't do this for so long. That place will swell up and it will bleed because you're traumatizing it. Rather, this is what you do. Like this, you join the colors together, you move, you move, join the colors together and move. Okay? Join the colors together and move. Join the colors together and move. When you get to the end, you come back again. You see, when you get to the end, you go back again. This is how you add colors. You go back and forth. You know, don't do this. Don't do this, sis. That spot is going to bleed and swell up. So when you're shading, you're not supposed to have any blood at all popping out. You know, so if you are seeing blood, sis, watch your pressure. Also, make sure your machine is standing like this. You know, make sure your machine is standing like this. You're able to move it like this. So watch me still add more colors here now. You see? This is how to add colors. Then when you get to this end, you go back again. You see? When you get to this end, you go back again. This is like the third time. So let's go a fourth time. And what? A fifth time. Back and forth, a fifth time. You see? Now, time to overlap again. I'm going to overlap 50% of what I've shaded. From here now, it's 50% of what I shaded. So I'm going to come down like this. You see? Back and forth. This is like the third time now. This is like the fourth time. Then the fifth time. You see? So let's overlap again and come down. So that's it. So now let's wipe again. Remember, this is the second pass. Remember, this is the second word, the second pass. Do you see how pigmented it is right now? So, you see how pigmented it is? So we can always go a third pass on it. So let's just not go a third pass actually. Please let me have my pen. Okay, he's asleep. So you can go a third and a fourth pass to get it more pigmented. So now let's get let's sketch out um, a lip so that we can outline it. So now I'm going to sketch this out. So for bows, the cupid bows is the middle. You have to sketch it out like this. If you are having difficulties getting the cupid bow, I suggest you draw an X. So let's draw an X here to get the cupid bow popping. So let's draw an X. You see, I drew an X here so we can know where to go. You understand it? So this is the middle of the mouth, the middle of the mouth. This is the middle of the mouth. Now the bottom lip, the bottom lip. The what? The bottom lip. Oh no. The bottom lip. Okay. So let's outline this.